All right. Good morning, everybody. Joe Van Doren here, and welcome to our Virtues Pick for today. And I'm very happy to be here and be able to do this. I just finished a little convocation meeting with the community college, and it's inspiring to see the values and the work that so many are doing to prepare young people, and in a community college, older people too, to be their best selves. And that's really our goal here too, is just to remind ourselves of the things that we have inside of us already, the virtues that we have inside of us already, and to learn how we can use these and develop these in a balanced way. Right? In a balanced way. I think that's the important part. So today we have a great word because it really is something that is one of the most foundational virtues of them all, and that is the virtue of patience. Isn't that a great one? So let's read the description first. It goes like this: patience is quiet hope and faith that things will turn out right. We trust the process of life. We are not hasty. We do not rush or allow ourselves to be overcome by pressure. Patience helps us to endure things we cannot control with a peaceful heart. We respond to mistakes or delays, not with judgment, but with gentleness. We recognize the lessons that come through waiting and receiving them as gifts unfolding with divine timing. Patience brings acceptance. It calls us to be still in the moment, to be restful, and to listen deeply. Patience soothes our souls. Oh boy, so what a great word, what a great virtue to have. And if I'm thinking about it from my own perspective and how I need to work on this part about not needing to control things or forcing things to happen or trying to make things happen is such a different kind of way of looking at it versus sitting back and practicing another virtue, and that is the virtue of contentment. Contentment of where we are right now, always looking forward to the future, always knowing that we don't need to rush, that things will come to us at the right time, that we just need really simply to allow the universe to do its work. Right? And when we get in the middle of it and try and force things, at least this is my experience, that many times the things that we're trying to force are things that we're really not 100% prepared for. And the universe knows if we're prepared for it or not. So it's just great to allow that to happen. I think patience, though, is also one of those things that whether we're a teacher or a parent, anytime we're dealing with especially younger people, our patience allows them to grow at their own rate, right? And it allows them to be the beneficiary of our gentle acknowledgement of them, our gentle mentoring, or what's another way of putting that? Our way of correcting, let's say, and guiding them to them being their best selves. And that's what parenting is really all about. It's not about controlling the child. You're never going to do that. In fact, the more we try to control a child, the greater pushback we're going to get. And if there is no pushback, as we hear some people will say about their kids, oh, he was just the greatest kid ever. He never fought with me, right? That might have lasted for a little while, but it has another effect on the child, and that effect is that it they later in life may be resentful, and they may have other issues that come up for them because of not speaking their mind and not being themselves. So we can appreciate their being their unique self. And patience is one of those things that we practice, except for it becomes more difficult when the things that we hope for, the things that we want the most, are not being filled, or when someone crosses over and does something that disturbs us. I mean, then patience becomes more difficult, doesn't it? And so our ability to to look at any situation and just recognize it for and accept it for being what it is, and not trying to control that, is, it's a special thing, and it's something that we appreciate in other people when they allow us the opportunity to grow at our own rate. And so it's the same thing with our kids. So as a parent, I'm thinking about patience. When the kids are learning to walk, we don't get angry at them for falling down. We don't get upset with them, because we know that they're going to do just fine, that they're going to learn to walk. And if there are, in fact, issues, physical issues that need to be addressed, we know that we can find somebody that can help them to address those issues, right? So, as a parent, then, when the next things come up where they're not doing something that we hope that they had done, or they're not living up to a standard that we hope that they would live up to, it's important for us to step back and just recognize that they will get there. And the only thing that we can control and the only thing that we can do is work on ourselves and demonstrate those qualities, and demonstrate to them the person that we are hoping that they will be. But in the end, they're going to be who they're going to be. They're unique individuals, and we can have an influence on them. But by doing so out of fear and punishment and guilting and shaming really never has a benefit in the long run. And so, as parents, we need more patience than almost anybody in the world, I think, right? At least I did. And quite honestly, it wasn't one of those areas that I was real strong in. So, I'm continuing to develop that, and I'm hoping that other parents will do the same. That we don't have to fix everything. We don't have to make everything perfect for our child. That they're going to find their way, and we need to be patient and just allow that to happen, while at the same time continuing to grow ourselves and develop our own virtues, and develop them in a balanced way. It's a lot to ask when we have our children and we love them so much, and we're so emotionally involved with their happiness and their success. It's a lot to ask. But I can just tell you that in the end, when we are willing to allow the unfolding of them growing and allow the universe to use its divine timing, that life is a lot better for us. We're going to be a lot happier. So I recently started working on some things on personal development, because I'm beginning to see just how important personal development is in parenting. And I'm not talking about developing our children, but developing ourselves as parents. And so, and patience happens, it just came up. It just happens to be one of the virtues that we're going to be writing about real soon. So at any rate, thank you very much for being here. That's my thoughts. How do you develop patience in your children? Well, you give them opportunities to demonstrate it. We show them the value of it by our own example. And I think the other thing that we can do is by not giving them everything that they want immediately, right? So allow them the opportunity to earn it. Allow them the opportunity to find a way to get whatever it is that they want in their own way. And this will help them to grow in that virtue of patience. So thank you for being here. It was great. I'm thankful that I have this opportunity to share these with you, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow when we have another virtues pick. And in the meantime, and until that time, continue to practice the virtues and the 4 C's of successful families, and that is clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Until next time, bye.